Hey guys, Nick here. So, making another video about Pokemon, and this one about Mega Evolutions. Originally, I had two Pokemon videos about Mega Evolution planned. However, the first video that I made about Mega Evolutions, my top 10 favorite Pokemon Mega Evolutions, it refused to upload. It was getting really glitchy, and because of this, it didn't upload. So that video is lost in obscurity, but I might redo it sometime in the future. Anyway, now I'm gonna do my official first video about Mega Evolutions, and possibly my only one until the top 10 Mega Evolutions gets renewed. My top 10 favorite Pokemon that I think need Mega Evolutions. I know a lot of Mega Evolutions are really cool by themselves, but let's face it, there are a lot of Pokemon out there that deserve Mega Evolutions but haven't gotten them yet. Now, a lot of these will be based off of design as well as personal preferences. Now, without any further ado, let's get to it. Number 10, Dragonite. Dragonite is easily one of my top 10 personal favorite Pokemon from the Kanto region. And I kind of find it surprising that Dragonite does not have a Mega Evolution. I mean, it is one of the most popular Pokemon from Kanto, but I do see why it's not that popular. I mean, its previous two evolutions are basically just blue snakes, and it just looks like a watered-down version of Charizard. Yes, I could see you can make the comparisons, but that doesn't give Dragonite enough of a reason to be on this list. I personally think it deserves a Mega Evolution. If it did have a Mega Evolution, I think it should go like this. I love the expanded wings and those little wings on the back of its neck. Those look really cute. And especially that tail that swerves down, and I always really wonder what that little purple orb is. Number 9, Staraptor. Or is it Staraptor? Or maybe it's just Staraptor. I don't know how to pronounce it, okay? You're going to notice going down this list that the majority of the Pokemon on this list are from Sinnoh, and that's for two reasons. One, Gen 4 fanboy, and two, there is a possibility that there could be Diamond and Pearl remakes in the future, in the works. Are you listening to me, Game Freak? And I think Staraptor should be one of the Pokemon to get a Mega Evolution in those games. I mean, you know, seeing how a lot of Hoenn Pokemon got Mega Evolutions in the Hoenn remakes. Okay, I'm going off track. Anyway, Staraptor is my personal favorite regional bird. I know Gen 4 fanboy, so that might be a little bit biased. But it definitely does deserve a Mega Evolution. What with Pidgeot having a Mega Evolution and all. I think Staraptor's Mega Evolution could look a little something like this. I really love those tail feathers and the U-shaped feather on its head, and those red markings on its feathers on its wings. It just looks all around amazing, and definitely could be a possibility for a Mega Evolution if Staraptor got one. Number 8, Cara Costa. If there's one Unova Pokemon that screams, I need a Mega Evolution, it's Cara Costa. I always loved Cara Costa with how tough it looked. How it's the fact that it's a giant turtle and all that armor on it. But it does really need a Mega Evolution with all the tough it looks. I mean, sure, giving it a Mega Evolution like this is basically just adding more armor, and a little bit of that armor is just gray, and the rest of it is just the regular dark blue that regular Cara Costa has. But who cares? I think Cara Costa needs a Mega Evolution. Number 7, Toxicroak. As I said, going down this list, there's going to be a lot of Sinnoh Pokemon on this list. And Toxicroak, being one of the Pokemon on my team during my Sinnoh playthrough, is one Pokemon that I think deserves a Mega Evolution. I mean, it looks cool as it is with that dark blue color scheme and those black lines, as well as those tiny red blades on its fingers and that horn on its head, but it does deserve a Mega Evolution, in my opinion. I think that a Toxicroak Mega Evolution should look a little something like this, with those giant blades going down its arms and that giant heart-shaped thing on its neck. I don't know what it's called. And those in the horn on its forehead being curved, and those blades on its toes, and those black lines all around it going outside of its body. Just looks really cool. Number 6, Floatzel. Yet another Pokemon that was on my team during my Sinnoh playthrough, and it was in my top 10 favorite Pokemon video. I do remember having a Floatzel on my team during my Sinnoh playthrough, like I mentioned, but I really do think a Mega Evolution is overdue. Now this concept art, this is what I call a Floatzel Mega Evolution. Those giant blue blades on its arms and even its eyelids, okay? And that giant red thing that goes from its tails all the way up to its head, and those giant yellow areas on its arms and chest look amazing, and definitely is an interesting concept for a Floatzel Mega Evolution. Number 5, Breviary. Breviary is my personal favorite Pokemon from my personal favorite region, Unova, so of course it had to make it this high on the list. Now, Breviary is an American Pokemon already as it is. I mean, after all, it is a bald eagle colored red, white, and blue. I mean, how more American can it get? How about giving it a Mega Evolution? Now, this is what I call Mega Breviary. That giant white section on its head feathers, and that blue section that is its head feathers, and I think it has 3 talons, I don't know, and those red back feathers and the blue inside of its wings. It does get more American than regular Breviary, and that is Mega Breviary. Number 4, Lapras. Unlike all the other Pokemon on this list, Lapras is a Pokemon that I'm surprised doesn't have a Mega Evolution already. I mean, it is one of the original 151 Pokemon, and the majority of the Pokemon from Kanto did get Mega Evolutions in Gen 6, so why didn't Lapras get one? Maybe it's just really underappreciated. Well, then again, that is just my opinion. Anyway, if Lapras did have a Mega Evolution, I think it should look like this. I really do dig the design, with all the icicles on its back, and one has its horn, and those blue spots all over its fins, and those curly ears, and of course that rock shell of it. Anyway, this is a pretty cool design, and would make for an interesting Mega Evolution if Lapras had one. Number 3, Empoleon. The top 3 of this list are all of the final evolutions of the Sinnoh starters because, like I said, I'm a Gen 4 boy, and there is a possibility that Gen 4 could get remakes in the future. But anyway, Empoleon, yeah, it is a pretty interesting Pokemon, but it is my least favorite of the 3 final evolutions of the Sinnoh starters because, well, I never picked Piplup in any of the Diamond and Pearl games. So, anyway, it is a pretty cool Pokemon, so if it had a Mega Evolution, what would it look like? How about this? Now this is what I call a Mega Evolution. With all that gold over its body, and the dark blue and red, they do make an interesting color scheme, and all that white too. It is an impressive Mega Evolution design, and if Empoleon did get a Mega Evolution, this should be it. Number 2. Infernape. Much like Lapras, I'm really surprised Infernape doesn't have a Mega Evolution already. I mean, it's a giant monkey that's on fire. Literally. How hasn't it not gotten a Mega Evolution already? As a matter of fact, it kinda already looks like a Mega Evolution by itself. But enough about that. Heck freaking yeah, now this is what I call a Mega Evolution. I really dig all that white color scheme and all that red line that it has on its eyebrows. But the standout of it all has to be those really thin flames on its wrist. Now this would make a great Mega Evolution.
Number 1. Tortora.
I know, big surprise, but hey, he's my favorite Pokemon, so you should have expected this. And he hasn't gotten a Mega Evolution yet, which, much like Infernape, he already looks like a Mega Evolution, so why hasn't he gotten one yet? And honestly, I would love to play through the Sinnoh remakes with a Tortora again, but this time with a Mega Evolution. I've seen a lot of Torterra Mega Evolutions, but this one by far is my favorite, especially with all the rocky spikes all over its body, and I do like the tree being in the center of its shell much better than being on the side of its shell. And with all those spikes on there, I know I said that, but it looks really cool, and it would easily be an impressive Mega Evolution for my favorite Pokemon. Alright, that's the list. What Pokemon do you think deserves a Mega Evolution? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, see ya.